Hey, thanks, Minori. Thanks, Downtown Books and News. Let's clap for the bookstore that they're in right now while I adjust this microphone. I've never used a microphone like this to do this. I feel like Frank Sinatra right now. I'm gonna try out a new stance. So this is, I've always really enjoyed this bookstore in particular, mostly because of the time that I spent working at a commercial bookstore here in Asheville. I was an employee of Books A Million for about a year. If you're, yep, got some fans. If you're not familiar with Books A Million, it's like a bookstore for people who are intimidated by Barnes & Noble. And a common question I got at Books A Million, y'all really got 1 million books in here? I have to call and ask my manager. Hold on a second. Hey. Yeah, do we have 1 million books in here? Okay, yeah, someone shit all over the bathroom floor again. Okay, thanks. No, I'm sorry, sir, we do not have 1 million books in here. Can I interest you in the latest mystery, suspense, thriller, romance novel about a district attorney who finds herself involved in a scandal that goes all the way to the top? It's called The Lazarus Profile. It's called The Athena Syndrome. It's called, just pick one. Okay. So, yeah, come on in, everybody. If there's anyone just waiting for the comedy to start, I assure you it's supposed to have. That's a little better. I became an uncle recently. My sister just had a baby, so that's fun for her, which of course makes me Uncle Tom. Yeah, no, so I gotta get a cabin, I guess, or at least some bunk beds. I think that book was about summer camp, right? Yeah. Book jokes. Gotta do the book jokes in the bookstore. Come on in, bud. We're doing the book club meeting for this month's selection. Just get a seat wherever you can. So as I was saying, my favorite passage from this month's book was when Esther realized that she didn't want her vampire baby to have a non-vampire mother. So no, that wasn't a planned portion of the show. So I'll get back to the. There was something about a baby. Oh yeah, okay. So my sister had a baby. It's funny about being an uncle because I've never really considered babies before that. Like I've seen them, but I just kind of ignored them because they all sort of look the same to me. You know, I don't know if that's racist or what. But, I mean, I don't think it's racist. Like if you put like a black baby and a white baby next to each other, I would just be like, I don't know. I can't tell them apart, and I'm so bored right now.
Baby is.
Yeah, it is, but what can I say? But I worked with a woman who would show me pictures of her baby almost every day, and which is fine, but she had to stand and wait for me to react to it, so I had to come up with things like, oh man, how'd you get that baby up on that rock like that? And one day I had to do this, and I was all tapped out, and so I just said something like, oh, you guys totally made that. Which I kind of felt her pull back a little bit. Maybe I drew too much attention to the act that preceded the miracle, you know? Which was Effin' and Jeffin', sex, P&B. And I guess that would be like kind of a funny reaction to being shown a baby picture. Like, oh, I can only imagine what went into making this. I feel like I've been transported to the scene of the conception. If only you were showing me a picture of that right now. Oh, boy. I like the shirts. I like the group shirts. You guys should have stupid and with stupid towels as well.
Yeah, the whole, everything else.
In the works.
But it just doesn't, we have it all, but it just doesn't say stupid, it just looks stupid.
Okay. It's like different degrees of stupid. Wait, yeah. Oh, also, give it up for Bill for the opening performance. For those of you that missed it, he unveiled his epic psychedelic rock opera, spanning, yeah, most of it. There's some tender family themes in there, too. Yeah, big fan. So I'm experiencing a little discomfort right now. I got a little sunburned. It's not so bad anymore. At first it was like wearing a sweater made of frying bacon, but now it's more like wearing a sweater made of slap bracelets. It's just a little itchy. But I went to Charleston, South Carolina. Went to the beach. I went into the ocean. Yeah, ocean. I was. Has this ever happened to you guys where you're in the ocean, you're with someone, and you guys both get quiet, start looking out at the horizon, start thinking about things like how big the world is and how small the world is at the same time. And you think that your companion is sharing in this moment with you, but it turns out that they're just peeing, and that's why they kind of tried to swim away from you a little bit and had that blank expression of concentration on their face, and it explains the warmth that kind of crept over. Because that's the only time that it's appropriate to pee, not just yourself. Like I can pee myself, and I pee through my pants, and then I pee you, actually, and that's okay. Whereas if we were outside of the water, then the manager and the police have to get involved, and even though the movie's not even over yet, you have to go home. So, yeah, explain that. But I had a girlfriend once who was on the swim team when she was in college, and they used to practice very early in the morning when it was really cold. So one girl would announce that she had to pee, and then the others would huddle around so they could collect the warmth that was emitted. And throughout the morning, they would take turns doing this. And I was like, oh my God, that is so awesome. Do you guys still keep in touch? Well, okay, so Downtown Books and News anniversary, happy anniversary. Thought I'd tell a couple stories about Lexington Avenue here for the occasion. The first of which is, okay, so I've been playing this game, walking around downtown. It's called Homeless or Super Rich, and I think it might be a game that's kind of unique to downtown Asheville. And I'll give you an example that I saw here on Lexington. There was a guy sitting on a bench that, I was going to go with Crazy Homeless Guy. Everything pointed to Crazy Homeless Guy, except on his shoulder he had a full-blown rainbow-colored parrot. So that kind of threw me, like you don't come by one of those from asking yourself questions all day on the street. So I had to go with Super Rich. This guy had too much time and money on his hands, and a misguided notion of what appeals to Asheville's new agey women, I guess. Unless the other scenario is like, maybe it's like this rags, or this riches to rags story where he's like lost everything and refused to let go of this parrot. Like I still got you, Pablo. Probably want a cigarette, but... So one more thing about Lexington here. So I got pulled over one time in my car by a bike cop. That was fun. That was here in Lexington. She saw me go through a stop sign, and I noticed her noticing me, but I had, deniability still, and she didn't have like a siren or a horn or the little bells or anything. And so I just kind of took off up the hill, saw her pumping along behind me, thought I got away scot-free, got up to the top, got stuck in a red light behind traffic. Next thing I know, she's banging on my window. I have to act surprised. Long story short, one of the two of us is completely emasculated, and I got a ticket. But the good news is that we will have been together 2 years this fall. Stand up, honey. Where are you? She's browsing. Okay. No, I'll go find her. All right. Thanks, everyone. Come back tonight.
Keep it going for Tom Peters. I'm not good at this microphone. Hey, Tom, to answer your question, we still all keep in touch. But it's all just one blog about being each other's